Jumbo, everyone. Radja here. Be more, give more daily. I have a question for you. How do you know? That's it. That's the question. How do you know? How do you know if you're a good leader? How do you know if you're a good CEO? How do you know if you're a good supervisor or manager? How do you know if you're a good mother, if you're a good father? How do you know if you're a good husband, wife, partner? How do you know? How do you know if you're a good friend? How do you know? That's the $1,000,000 question. How do we know? How do we know anything? And so what I'm getting at is what kind of mechanism do we have in place to find out the answer to this question? Because many of us just go through the routine and expect to just grow and get better by default. Just by constantly doing something, we just assume that we're going to get better. You know, the years of experience, the fact that we've done it for a while. Well, not necessarily, just not necessarily. And here's my lesson, I guess, on of all places, on the golf course. I play golf once in a while when I feel like torturing myself because I'm not good at it. So it's just, one of those humbling, frustrating sports. So a while back, I am out in Beaverton, Oregon, at a golf range, and so I got a couple buckets of balls, and I'm hitting away, and I'm doing what I think is practice. So a few minutes into it, one of the instructors there comes, his name was Paul Travis. He says, Lou, do you mind if I put a camera here while you continue to hit balls? And I said, well, sure, why not? He puts a camera. You know, I continue to practice, and about 10 minutes later, he comes back and he says, Lou, can I see you in my office for a second? And I go, okay, sure, why not? This is awesome. So I put my clubs down and we go into his office. There it is, the moment of truth. Thanks to technology, there I was on a split screen with Tiger Woods. Yeah, this is crazy. And it was all in slow motion. I mean, this was painful for me. Lou Radja, Tiger Woods. Here's how it all went down. My address with the club was wrong. My takeaway was wrong. Top of the swing was wrong. Downswing was wrong. Impact was wrong. Follow through was wrong. I mean, wrong. And ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing this for 5 years. So here's my thing. You can be terrible for years and not know anything about it. You can be terrible at all of the things that you do year after year after year simply because you're reinforcing bad habits, but you're not really learning good habits or training yourself to actually improve and measure your improvement. So without evaluation, how would you know? So that session alone with Paul Travis helped me. Well, I'm still bad, but I'm way better because of that one session. I used to average around 105, which is bad. And now I average around 95 to 98. And I love the new score. That's simply because, again, a little window of evaluation of something that I was doing wrong but didn't know. So who's the Paul Travis in your life? What kind of mechanism do you have at work? What kind of mechanism do you have at home to evaluate how you're either making progress, how you're stagnant, or how you're even going backwards? The point is this: you have to evaluate. Experience is not the best teacher. Trust me on this one, it's just not. Evaluated experience is. So how do we get ourselves to evaluate over and over and over and fall in love with that process so we can actually improve versus staying above 100 in your golf scores, or at worst, not being a good leader, not being a good manager, not being a good mother, father, husband, wife, partner, and the list goes on. So fall in love with evaluation and do it in all aspects of your life. All right? Till next time, be more, give more. Cheers.